I might just try a portage across here somewheres. See what happens. Really slippery. Really slippery. Check it out. I guess the deer found it good for crossing here too, eh? That's a pretty big track. One's a day or two old. It's frozen, eh? Everything in it's frozen. Nothing's moving. So. Check it out. Jugga. All kinds of it. Big old conch. Cool. I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but that's a beautiful view. I don't know if the camera will give it the depth perception it deserves. Probably not. It's probably 50-60 yards down there to the bottom. And it was 75 close to the river. This is a big hill. Big ridge. So, I'm going back down to the river. A lot of big birch in here. I've seen 3 or 4 different trees with chug on it, so yeah. Too bad I'm not seeing any deer. Lots of freaking squirrels. I wanted to eat squirrel. Would want to slip down this hill. Probably be a pretty good tumble. Some big trees here, big hemlocks too. Big old birch there. I'm gonna be careful what I'm doing, I'll fall down the hill. That's a good sized tree. Big old hemlock. Must be 3 feet around. 3 feet thick anyway. Huge. Oh look. Used to be a pasture. Wow. Fence line. See the barbed wire. Cool. Right along the top of the ridge. Been a while since this been a pasture. Wow. One of the things about me in the woods, I spend more time poking around looking at stuff than I actually do hunting. Like, I just like coming around, looking up trees, looking around trees, looking at stuff growing on them, looking up them for chugga, you know, hugging them. I love hugging trees. I love trees. I love the woods. I love it all. Yeah, I love just looking around. I'd live in the woods if I could. Yeah. But that's really cool looking, eh? How that grew. Oh. Very cool. If there's no walking trails, this is just the thick of the woods, really. I came in off of a trail. That old birch. Hey, look at that. You'd think that would have chug on it. It almost started. And a knot right there. Same as that. That was pretty close to being chug, eh? You look at stuff. Tree's got a lot of dings on it. And you wonder why, you know, that fungus down there. You wonder why the chuggy didn't grow on this one. Now we got to go for another river crossing. Some point here. I'd probably spook a deer. Oh well, if I do. It's not like the last deer I'll ever see. I enjoy taking you guys on my adventures with me. Hey? I know you guys enjoy it too. Cool. The old root, eh? And the root system on that, eh? Crazy that blew over. That's tall. That's. If you look at that, that's taller than me. Let's go look and see what kind of tree it was. Be a pretty good wind that blew that over. For 2 or 3 of them, this one spot, all laying down, eh? These ones broke off. These ones all this way. Must have been a heck of a force of wind that come through here, eh? Blew them down. 1, 2, 3, there's 4 or 5 of them laying down here, eh? The gust that must have come down through this valley, eh? To blow these over must have been enormous. Right, come down through that ridge is up. The ridge is up through the top of there. I just come down, and that ridge runs up through there. And then there's a gully down there where the river runs over here. River runs up through there, so the wind come down like this and just laid waste to this, eh? Yet that old birch, old beat up birch, is still standing. Crazy, eh? Force and the gust of this must have been insane. The fishing looks good. I gotta find a place to cross that ain't too deep. Ooh. That looks pretty low, eh? See if we can get across here. Better take you folks with me. Careful here, it's pretty slippery on that rock. This stuff's the bomb for getting fires going usually. Stuff off. This is actually still pretty wet. That stuff's pretty dry though. See what we can do with this stuff with a ferro rod. Right off of the thing. See if we can't make it light. If we want it to. Nope. Hey, what do you know? Let's see if we can find a birch tree. Let's see no birch. leaves. Lighter. This is a new lighter I bought. See how it works. Stuff's not lighting so good, is it? Well, got to start it with a lighter. That's a sustainable fire. Now I'm going to put it out. It's kind of cool looking too. Cool.